All right, so in this one, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to allow the users to insert new comments. All right, so this is actually pretty simple. All what we're going to do is just set up, um, set up a link that will allow us to insert the data right away. We're going to grab a data from the form, and yeah, this is actually going to be it. All right, so let's go ahead as always to the routes. I'm going to go to web.php. I'm going to grab this and I'm gonna simply go ahead right here and simply paste this in. Just gonna go right here and go comments right here, and this will go to the insert dash comments, and we're gonna simply send in the ID right along with this, and this is going to be a type of post because we're gonna be inserting data using a form. All right, and this will be insert comments like that for the function, and this will be enemy dot insert dot comments. All right, so save this and let's copy this and let's go right here, and I'm simply going to paste this in, and I want to go ahead and I want to copy this function. I'm going to go right there and just paste. All right, so let's cut this, and there it is, our new function. So we want to go ahead and we want to submit a data to a form using this function. In order to do this, we have to pass in the request as a parameter right there. All right, so there we go. We're gonna separate those with a comma, since we also need to send in the ID. Since we're sending the ID in the link right there, we need to also send it right there in the function. All right, otherwise we will get an error. All right, so let's actually delete every and each one of those. We do not need them. So what I'm gonna go right here and do, I'm gonna go insert. All right, not actually right here, right here. I'm gonna go insert comments equals, and I'm gonna go and grab my comment model, and I'm gonna use the function create right here, and I'm gonna set up my array. So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna have an array of key and values. Basically, we're trying to assign the data that's gonna come from the inputs right here to a certain column. All right, so basically the keys will be the columns, and the values will be the data that's coming from the input. All right, so right here, for example, if we look at let's see, where is the model actually? If we go comment, yeah, for example, if we grab the show ID right here, you can see we can actually grab this just from the ID that we're sending in right away. We're not gonna grab this from an input inside this form right here. All right, so we can simply grab this right away like that. All right, so right after this, the second thing that we need to grab is actually the username, and this also can come from let me see, from the authentication class. All right, which simply represents the session. All right, so this is actually named like that, not ID. All right, so what else do we have right here? We have the image right here. All right, so this will also come from let's copy this. This will come from the authentication class, and this will be image like this. All right, so the last thing that we have is simply the comment, and the comment right here will come from this is the only one that's gonna come from the form. So we're gonna go request, and we're gonna type in comment, which is simply the name of the input right there. All right, the input in the form, of course. All right, so right after this, I want to go f insert comments right there. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go echo comment, insert it. Right, we're just gonna go like this for a second. This will not be everything. All right, so I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna simply remove this part. All right, so let's actually save this whole thing. What I want to do next, actually, before we try to move to the form and fix, do everything to the form, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna create an image column in the users right here. All right, in the users table, because if we need to grab an image from the authentication, from the authentication class, we should actually create a column image right here in order to grab the data from it. All right, so I'm gonna actually go the structure. I'm gonna go right after a password, for example. I'm gonna go and simply copy this and paste like that, and this will be a varchar, will be 200, and the default right here, I'm gonna put it as defined, and we're gonna define a name for the image, and we're gonna define our image name. So we're gonna insert an image by default for every user that tries to create an account on our own web app. All right, so I'm gonna go to assets, I'm gonna go to user images, and I'm gonna go and simply rename this. All right, so let's paste like that. And you might say, why would we do this? Why don't we just put some kind of input in the form of the register and allow him to upload an image? Well, this will allow us to actually do a bunch of other edits in some other places, so we better go with this one like that. All right, so if we simply click save, all right, so there we go. So what I'm gonna do right now is just go ahead, copy this, and go to model, and go to user.php right there. I'm simply gonna add this right here, and that will actually be it. All right, so let's save this. So yeah, actually let's make this just a single, so it's like that. All right, so let's actually go ahead and now go and fix the part of the form. I'm gonna go enemy details, my view right there, and there it is, the part of the form. There is the text area or comment and all of that. So the action should be route right there, and should be enemy dot insert dot comments. And I also want to send the ID right there, so I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go with the show right there, and I'm gonna send in the ID like that. All right, because we need to send it also in the form. All right, so I'm gonna go method right there, and I'm gonna go for the method, so I will make this so it will actually be post. All right, so for the text area, I'm gonna go and just send in the name, and the name is simply comment as we set it to be right here. All right, so what else? So we have the button, the type is submit, which is cool, so that means that everything is perfect right here. Well, we almost forgot the CSRF right there. Just save this, and I think that we're ready to go right now. All right, so let's go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna refresh this. So now let's type in, this is a symbol comment by me, and if we click review, all right, so yeah, we did not import the class, so this is what it is. We're gonna go right there, use auth. So there we go. We refresh this now. All right, so the get method is not supported for route, blah blah blah. Support method is post. Yeah, so we made it to be post right here, so what's wrong? So yeah, let's try this once again. Let's go back to the form, and let's actually, I just want to copy the comment, and I want to refresh this. Let's try this once again. Click review right there. All right, so as you can see, comment inserted right there. So if we go to We go to comments right now. All right, so yeah, so there we go. So there it is, the image right there. It's being grabbed from the authentication class, and there is also the username grabbed from the authentication class, and there is the show ID, which is the current show right here, and there it is, the comment. It's a simple comment by me. So if we actually go back right now, all right, we go ahead right here, and if we refresh this page, you'll actually see our next comment right here at the top. All right, because this has the ID of 1, the show ID of 1 right there, so that means that it's actually gonna be grabbed like that. All right, so awesome, great. So do we actually have time? So yeah, I guess we have time. That's fine. So after we insert, let me go right there. After we insert, I want to go ahead and I want to go right here. Instead of this, I want to go return, redirect right there, and I'm gonna go to the route. I'm gonna go to the same route, which is enemy.details, and I'm gonna simply paste it, pass in also my ID right there, and I'm gonna go with a message. So in the with right here, I'm gonna just go success, and I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go comment added successfully right there. All right, so let's actually save this. So yeah, what I want to do next is I want to, as I went right here, I want to go ahead and I want to send a success message right here with this right here, comment added successfully. So in order to show this message of success, we need to go ahead and we need to grab some kind of code and place it inside the view, the enemy dash details view right here that we're trying to get back to. So if I actually go right here, and if I go Laravel success message blade, something like this, if I access this, all right, so we're gonna see a bunch of messages right there. So we might actually copy this part and we might go to enemy dash details. So I want this to be put maybe before the review right here, before this section or above this section. So I'm just gonna go right there. I'm gonna go at this part and paste like that. All right, so we're basically seeing right here, if we have the message of success right here, just go ahead and display this div right here, which will simply display some kind of alert with this message. All right, so if we go right there, dev class container, let's actually close this. Let's go ahead /dev. All right, so let's actually save like that. So yeah, it's looking great. Feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, we need to actually copy this and we need to use this at the top. We need to use this class, so save. All right, so let's actually go ahead and try and insert another comment. So this is, let's go to this one, let's go to this show and try to insert this comment. All right, so this is another symbol comment by me. So if we click review, all right, so the image is not showing, the message is not showing up, which I'm not sure why. Well, yeah, of course, this should not be a comma. This is actually an array. It should be like that, all right? The equal sign and the greater than sign. So we save this. Actually, the message is being inserted, but the message, comment is being inserted, but the message is not showing up. So let's try this once again. Let's refresh this, and I'm gonna go great show. So if we quick review, all right, so as you can see right there, comment added successfully. So there it is, the message, and there it is. It's actually inserted. Great show. If we click browse, all right, so here we go right there. All right, so yeah, this will actually be everything for this video, and I will see you on the next one.